Welcome to this week's Weekly Wednesday Wrap-Up. I'm Rebecca Gordon.
I'm Sylvia Gordon. We're talking about insurance profits Q2 off the charts and other stuff you need to know for AP. Stay tuned.
All right, so I read
Would like to call attention to my new glasses.
recently.
Did you say I always interrupt you?
We called attention this week. Oh,
These are different ones.
they're another pair. I like the old ones.
If you want cheap, amazing glasses, these are like $30. Hit me in the comments. I will tell you where I get them. Because my last pair that I bought regular retail was $500. Like
Good.
now I buy them directly from China. I will teach you how. And then you can have super amazing ones, which I'm told
Awesome.
I look like Tony Stark. Okay, now we're back to insurance.
Doctor payments. Have you ever had a client that moved, they're a Medicare client, and they're not really in a rush for a doctor because they feel like they'll get a doctor when they want one? Is that a good move for them to do?
Yeah, we get people all the time. And it's like, who's your doctor? Because we have to have a doctor's name on the application. And they're like, I haven't been to the doctor in 10 years.
I don't go to the doctor.
Or my doctor retired or died or what. I don't have a doctor. And they kind of act proud about it.
Right.
But they need a doctor because when you're sick is not the time to be trying to get in with a new doctor.
Who takes Medicare?
Because doctors don't like Medicare.
What happens to their income?
So this year CMS has
getting
proposed, it's not final yet, they proposed an 8% cut for doctors. Now there are some increases, I think like rheumatology is up, like.
Ambulatory is up. Endocrinology.
And would you like to cite your source for this?
You know, I would love to cite my source.
Market Watch
because
and
it was
Fidelity.
supposed to be on the screen.
Okay, but it was Market Watch and Fidelity.
Okay, so I don't
so
have
they're
that.
talking about it. If you want the source, ask us in the comments. But the CMS proposed cut for doctors is a pain because
Well,
doctors
that's good.
already don't make that much.
Yeah.
So when you find you love your doctor and you recommend your sister and they're like, no, we're not taking new patients.
Right.
And you call us and you're like mad at the carrier. It's like it's nothing to do with the insurance company.
Right.
This is the government doesn't pay your doctor very much. So your doctor doesn't want a large percentage of Medicare patients or Medicaid. And
Very
they cut
fair.
it off. So if you have clients that don't have a doctor, they don't have an established relationship, get one.
Get one now before you need one.
Yeah, because it's hard to get in with a lot of places.
Get one. I always like to say, it's better to have and not need than need and not have. My kids have
Namaste.
grown up with that saying.
Namaste.
AARP. You know, we get a lot of calls where agents are sending out med-sup links.
Right. So
And
the
they
problem
expire.
is they do expire in 24 hours. So the
Which I
best
love.
practice is, because then your clients call back and they're like, I never got it.
Resend
and you're
it.
frustrated and you're calling us saying there's a
Not
technical glitch. No,
working.
it worked.
It just expires.
And because most of the carriers don't. So if you're going to send that link for them to do the e-signature with the AARP Medicare Supplement by United Healthcare,
Nice.
said it right.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Only took me like
Uh-huh.
8 years. Uh-huh.
Good job. Call them.
Call them and say, it's coming right now. Did you get it? Do you have it?
Look in your email. Find it.
Okay, because they're all different. And at the kickoff, we're going to go into those e-signature rules because everybody's
You
different.
know what's great about that, though? It gets the job done, right? You
It
have
will
to get
expire.
it done.
Boom.
Boom. We have to get this done now. Are you ready to roll? I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to call you right back. Make sure the link is there, and it's done. I love that. I love when there's time consequences
Now,
because it gets done faster.
one thing that we warned people about last AEP is a certain carrier that we knew would have terrible agent service. And we said to people, not live on the camera, but we said to them privately, hey, you're certified, you're able to sell, they will have a smoking hot rate. Their service will be very bad, will be worst in class. So know that before you decide to sell a lot of that and get really frustrated.
Be prepared.
So then what did we have? People calling me saying, oh my God, this is a mess. I can't get through. This won't work. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I told you that.
Told you.
They're like, but their rate's way cheaper than everybody. Okay. If you want to sell with that carrier, expect delays.
It's a balancing act. What makes most sense?
Because right now, we already know what they're doing, a carrier, is that they're going to have for their e-signature, they're going to have a system in place that is designed to be overwhelmed. I don't want to give it away and get in trouble. Okay?
Designed to be overwhelmed.
So it's not, I can just guarantee you they're not going to staff up that their system's going to work the way they planned, and there's going to be backlogs, and you guys are going to be mad. So just keep in mind, you have the opportunity to sell for a variety of companies. You can call your marketer and say, hey, what do you think? How do you feel about their practices? Is this going to be smooth? Is this going to be bumpy? Where are the pinch points? And you can get the lay of the land, and you can train your agents, and you can be prepared. But you can't call us and yell at us about the carriers because we don't control this. All we can do is educate you and train you and prepare you. So don't be like all up yelling at me.
And we do it through these videos.
All up yelling at me about so-and-so's customer service because I'm warning you right now, so-and-so that struggled the last 2 years will also struggle this year.
Let's talk about profits. I feel like your blood pressure is rising. I just want to bring it down. Like this. You're having like some flashbacks?
Money. Show me the money. We used to have the money. So it's all over the news right now that Q2 profits for insurance companies are at an all-time high. They're double Q2 2019. And people are like...
Why would that be?
What?
How many elective surgeries were going on during that time? None. How often were people running to their doctor? None.
So you'd think during a pandemic that their profits would be down, but their profits are up because everybody's staying home. They're like, nobody wants to go to the doctor. They'll just like, we'll wait this out.
I tried to get an appointment with my doctor in March, and they made me talk to them over the phone, and then said, you don't need to come in.
Right. This can wait. This can wait.
I'm like, I think I might be dying.
Right. So profits are up. Now, the cool thing about the Affordable Care Act, the way it was written, is they can only make so much profit.
Right.
What happens to their excess profit?
It gets returned.
So that's cool. The consumers, the policyholders, will be getting a refund. I don't know when that actually happens, but that's just another thing for you guys to talk about when people call you and they're like, I got a check. What? You know, so that you know what it is. That's by law. They have to refund those excess profits.
Let's talk about something cool that WellCare is doing in 23 states, free grocery delivery through the end of the year.
Yeah, I think they're working with Shipt, Lyft. I don't know. They're working with somebody. I think it impacts about 200,000 policyholders in those states that they can get their groceries delivered for free. It's not for next year, which if it is, we don't know because we can't talk about next year's benefit. We know it's through the end of this year, and that's pretty cool.
That's super cool. So we'll do Instacart, which is cool. I think they were hacked. Who hasn't been hacked? But Darren loves it. It's really great.
Her husband.
He loves it.
I think I'm the only person that hasn't done grocery delivery.
It's pretty cool. They come right and they leave them on your front door.
Because I like to go to the grocery, like walk up and down the aisles as an ecstasy, and I like to see all this stuff. But I do realize there's a risk with COVID the more you're out in public. And so especially our demographic of consumers don't want to go to the grocery store. So that is cool.
Last on my list, I saw the craziest article about right now, if a couple of 65-year-olds are going to retire, how much money are they going to need conservatively for their health care for the remainder of their life? Their life expectancy should go for another 18 years.
So this was from Fidelity. That Fidelity did this.
You told me this was MarketWatch.
Oh, this was MarketWatch?
This is MarketWatch.
Okay. If you want the source, ask in the comments. We can give you the actual source. But
we have sources.
What the research said is that a couple of 65-year-olds retiring today should expect to spend $265,000 on their healthcare costs in retirement. And that is a figure that you all should know because we're all getting calls all the time. Hey, I'm thinking about retiring in the next 2 years. You know, ballpark, what's it going to cost me a month? What's it going to cost me a year?
$265,000.
Right.
But that's only for...
What does that cover?
A, B, D, premiums, and deductibles.
So what does that not cover?
It's not covering OTCs. It's not covering long-term cares.
Long-term care could be several $100,000 more. It's not covering vitamins. And
vitamins.
That's a big part of retirement. Vitamin supplements. God knows I take a ton of vitamins.
I should.
But that is a very large
That's
number.
a startling number.
And they're looking for you as an expert to talk intelligently about their future. So that's something that you should be able to be conversant about. Is like, hey, we're talking just A, B, D, copays, premiums, deductibles. That's a lot of money.
I think the point is keep working. Keep working. That's all we got.
People are getting certified. People are still not taking it seriously, as they normally don't do in August. They're like, get started. Get your people certified, the sooner the better.
Get her done.
So that we can then have a lot of time to audit and go back and find out who missed what module and whatever.
Yeah.
Give yourself
we do
time
all
so you're
that
not
due
in the
diligence.
crunch. Plus, when they open it up to order supplies, you can't order if you're not certified.
And don't
then
be
if you
calling
miss
us.
that window to pre-order, then you do not have supplies by October 1st.
Yep.
And then people go into a freak zone because they have appointments and no supplies. Yep. So if you want to set yourself up to succeed, get your certs done now.
In fact, if you're done, hit us up in the comments. We want to praise you.
Yeah. Who's done?
Who's done?
Who's done? Let us know. Have a great week.
See you guys.